Well, there's good news and bad news going into this last week of the season. The bad news, well, the good news is we're in the promotion playoffs. We're nowhere near getting relegated. The bad news is the team has suffered a number of injuries, one of which took a player out for 6 to 8 months, and there's a good possibility we could win the league. My name's FM20. It's time to get real. So, here's what we're looking at. We are tied for, it's officially second place, with Rayo Vallecano. Granada is a point behind us. Barcelona B cannot get promoted, so that's why they are not highlighted. We got 2 games left this season, and it's going to be interesting. Thus far, while we're here, we can read these off. Javi Prado leads us with 21 goals. He's coming back next season on loan. And Tony Mionic leads us with a 7.52 rating. He's not coming back next season on loan. Prado has 8 assists. Raboui, Valentin leads us best pass completion. Mionic, 5 players of the match awards. Alvaro Sanz, 15 yellow cards. Nicholas Shapakazi, 2 red cards based on double yellows. So our 71 goals are 4th best in the league. Our 46 goals allowed are 6th best. 98 yellow cards. We can break 100. I know we can. And our average attendance is still hovering around 8,900. Getting an A+, and who was it? Ibar came to me and asked if I wanted to interview. They're 20th in La Liga. They're getting relegated. Why would I want to interview with a relegated team when there's a good chance I can get promoted? Speaking of promotion. Well, we've been on a winning streak again. We beat Zaragoza 3-1 thanks to goals by Yardi, Ruiz, and Prado. Yardi scored the only goal against Valladolid, and then against Vallecano. This was not the best match. Oculus had a goal. Prado had a goal. We won. It was one of those. Vallecano was the better team on the field. They just did not get the shots. They ended up playing really far back again. I'm thinking of a completely different game. They played us fairly well. We did a really good job of stopping them. We just hit them on the counter more often than not, and they had a couple of chances that got turned away by Valentin. It was a game I think we probably should have lost. And against Tenerife, Yardi scored in the 26th minute. That had a couple bangers near the end that made it look closer than it actually was. We had a slight possession advantage. I'm really not quite sure how I feel about this, to be honest with you. I went to the club and started a new coaching course. I then went to the club once I realized we were in the playoffs, and money-wise, we're not doing too bad. We got 2 million euros in the bank. Most of that is TV money, but still, I went to them and said, hey, can we upgrade the training facilities? We don't think we need to at this time. So I need to start making improvements to the club, at least in any area I think I can. So once the season ends, we're really going to start hammering that. We're playing Hercules and Newman C today. Hercules is in the relegation zone at 19th. Newman Cia is in 14th. And we've got our work cut out for us. I don't know who could... Well, we can figure out who Cadiz is playing. We can go and look. Cadiz is playing Osasuna and Celta de Vigo B. Lucky them. Osasuna is 9th. Celta de Vigo B is 21st. They're getting relegated. Who is Vallecano playing? This is who we're kind of worried about. Vallecano is playing Valladolid and Tenerife. 10th and 11th place. Okay. So, we have Hercules coming up. So, I'm going to, set my best available 11. Ruben Garcia broke his leg, so my backup defensive right back is out the next 6 to 8 months. Mionic broke his hand. He's out the next 2 weeks. And Jan Andro Beso, hip injury, out for the next 2 to 3 months. So one of my better center backs, my best midfielder, and my backup defensive right back, all out. Fun times. Great time for this to happen. So I am going to get to the match. I'm going to double check all this, set my reserves. Orochi's out because he got 5 yellow cards. And we'll go from there. Back in a bit. Now we're playing our 4-2-4, of course. Rabui in goal, Aklis, Clemente, Garonio, and Robles is the defensive back four. Sands and Mionic is the midfielders. Yardi and Karamoko is the attack midfielders. Prado and Ruiz up top as the strikers. Mionic's wearing protective equipment. I don't know how much that's going to affect him. So we'll have to wait and see. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. Of course they are. So we can have a work cut out for us. Trajovsky. Okay, 3 goals and 2 assists in 31 games. He's normally their left back or left midfielder. I guess their striker must be out. Okay. The one thing that did seem to go right is we had the team talk. I told the guys to treat this like another game, and everybody but Aklis was like, yeah, you're right. We're not going to take this too seriously. Prado, nice first touch. Holds it up. Back to Sands. Up to Yardi. He cuts inside near the top of the box, drops it off to Ruiz, over to Karamoko, to Sands, out to Robles, all on the right. In the box, he holds it up, crosses it in, Yardi's there, and he scores. 40 seconds in. Very nice. He's back next season. Prado's back next season. Milan wants Mionic to play with a better quality group of players. They're not letting him back. And Aklis, I'm probably going to try and bring him back. I'm also going to see who's available out there as well. I mean, even if I do get him back on loan, I'm going to see who else is out there. Barrera's leaving. He's signed with... Oh, the name's at the tip of my tongue. And Banda's not going to be coming back. He's 32 years old. And I need to change this. You know what? Go to latest scores. Corner kick in. Mionic knocks it away. Borland runs it down, but he loses it to Sands. Ruiz has it. He's got help. Drops off to Karamoko, who's got Robles on the right. And he sends it to Robles. Cuts in. He crosses it in. What happened there? Somebody got fouled. Prado got fouled. Who's taking this? Ruiz is taking this because Powell's not on the field. Oh, Romain with the block, but Ruiz follows up and gets it. His 15th goal of the season. He and Prado are a really good 1-2 punch. I don't know that they're not going to end up with the same number of goals they had combined last season, but they're going to be close. So the question is, if we get promoted, can Ruiz play at the next level? And I don't know that he can. Then again, we may not have a choice. So we do have a 2-0 lead. Yardi and Ruiz both with goals. Tell the guys very happy. Keep it going. Tell Aklis to calm down. I told him no pressure. Okay. So now Mionic has a broken wrist and a cut on his hand. Karamoko driving forward. Ruiz out to Yardi. Got by the defender. He holds it up. Prado's there off the post. You know, we're close to 60 minutes. Let me do this correctly here. Pause the game. You know, we're going to bring Powell on. I'm going to take Aklis off and bring on Barrera. Where's he going? He's going to Las Palmas. That's where he's going. Corner kick in. Garonio can't control it, but Prado runs down the loose ball. Back to Clemente. Over to Barrera. He passes up in space. Prado's there and he dinks it, and it hits the crossbar. Rulo taps it out of bounds. Should be a high-end corner kick. Barrera sends it in. Prado's there, top of the box, dispossessed by Borland. Naftali's going to run that down. He blows by the defender, one-on-one with Valentin, and they get a goal back in the 65th minute. Okay. Well, it's Borient, not Borland. Nice run by Naftali. Okay, guys. Rulo to Martinez. Oh, he bounces it off a high-end player. Karamoki has it, but Naftali steals it from him. Boryad over to Carpentry. No, Robles knocks that away. Ruiz has it. Up into space. Prado between the defenders. Oh, San Romain, nice block. 10 minutes left in the game. 14 shots, 8 on target for us, 2 and 2 for Hercules. They could still pull it out, though. Rabouillet. And that's exactly how they're going to do it. Oh, he bounces it off. Dependiente's there. And Valentin. Okay, kicks it up to Karamoko. Cuts inside. Crosses the field. Tries sending up to Poitot. Trzaskowski's there. Beats his defender. One-on-one with Valentin. And Powell, a nice slide tackle. Corner kick to Hercules. Come on, guys. Bounces off. Yardy with it. Lobs it forward to Poitot, who's all alone. Can he get by the defender? He sends it up to Ruiz. One-on-one with the keeper. And he kicks it right at Saint-Romain. Of course he does. Of course he does. Corner kick in. Barrera. Killing time. And it goes right to Saint-Romain. Rabouillet to Sands. To Powell, who gives it away. Rouleau to Benevent, who gives it right back to Robles. Karamoko. Over to Powell. Up to Ruiz. Back to Sands. Over to Poitot. Back to Sands. Out to Yardy, who loses it. Oh, Poitot gets it. Oh, wow. What the? Holy smokes. That was a shot and a half. What happened here? Let's see this in the 3D. Sands. Over to Yardy, who heads it down. Oh, the Hercules player totally misplayed it. Went up for the header and missed it. Landed right at Poitot's feet, and he blasted it upper corner. And we win. 17 shots, 10 on target. Huge possession advantage. Oh, I totally clicked. Okay. It's not what I wanted to do. I clicked too many things. It's my own fault. So where we stand. Tied with Cadiz. But everyone else is a game behind us. So let's see what happens after this. Now we're second place behind Cadiz. And we're 3 points ahead of Vallecano. So if we draw... No, Vallecano hasn't played yet. They're going to play today. Cadiz has been promoted. We can't catch them. And even if we do catch them, I think... Yeah, results between teams. And Cadiz beat us both times. So, yeah. Even if we tied them on points, they would win because they beat us both times. This is going to be the key here. What happens here today? Vallecano still hasn't played. They're playing Valladolid. Valladolid thumped him 4-0. Okay, Vallecano and Granada. Let's check that out here. Vallecano, we drew. Granada, we drew and lost. So we need to draw our last game in order to get automatic promotion. Okay, well, we're going to be back with that match in just a bit. Okay, we have a team meeting today about our promotion chances. I'm going to say don't focus on any outside chance we have a promotion going last match, putting a performance, and we'll see if that's enough. And again, Alexander Oklis is the only one who disagrees. Well, and this is the team we are taking into the last regular game of the season. Rabouillet in goal, Oklis, Clemente, Goronio, and Robles as the defensive back four, Sands and Mionic as the midfielders, Yardi and Karamoko as the attack midfielders, Poitot and Ruiz as the strikers. Nicholas did something to his leg, and he's out for a week, so he is not available, but Powell can play the right if I really need him to. Failing that, I got to, Yardi can come over and so on and so forth, so... One thing I am a little bit worried about is Mionic's at 78%. Okay, yeah, we need Vallecano and Cadiz. That's weird. Okay, let me do this here real quick. Oklis intercepts the ball. Poitot holds it up, feeds Ruiz, out to Karamoko, who's got help. He's not going to use it. He's going to send in Ruiz, who's in the box, back to Karamoko. Cuts around. Yardi's there, and he scores. Ball bounces off Sanchez and goes in for the goal. I think Numancia this year is the team everybody thought we were going to be. They're small. They're not financially great, but they're overperforming. We're vastly overperforming. Everybody expected us to get relegated. Yardi dispossesses Ivan. Drives forward. Takes the shot right at Sanchez. Not a lot of help there. Ivy. That's what we're going to go with. Send in. Oh, off Sanchez. Ruiz hits the ball off of Sanchez, and it goes in for the goal. Vallecano and Cadiz both scored. Oh, Sanchez got a hand on it. Jetty to Lettuce. Centers it to Moreno. All the way out to Marino. Gets by one defender. In the box. Screened. And Rabui punches out above the crossbar. Corner kick in for Numancia. Oh, Evie can't control it. Hickam runs it down. Oh, he bounces it off of... who's the 14? Mianic. Puato. Dispossessed by Ivan. Goes out for the throw-in. And we're not going to see that. I encourage the guys and they're frustrated. Sands. Back to Oakley. To Yardi. In the box. Holds up, fouled. Ruiz is going to take this. And he blows it right by the keeper. Keeper dove right. He went straight. Well done. Tenerife is equal with Vallecano. Mateo, free kick in, off the post and in. Oh, it's disallowed. He was offsides. It's nice to see that happen to another team for a change. Halftime. With 3-0 lead, thanks to a brace of Ruiz goals, a Yardi goal in the second minute, 5 shots, 4 on target. They're 4-3. Slight possession advantage. Vallecano is tied with Tenerife, and Cadiz is up on Celta de Vigo. Robles and Clemente need to calm down. Rodriguez just got injured for Numancia. No highlight. Okay, after this highlight, we're going to make a couple of changes. Gillum to Moreno. Back to Gillum. Clemente knocks that down. Goes to Oklas. Centers it to Mianic. Over to Sands. Back to Clemente. Out to Oklas. He drives. Tries crossing it in. He bounces it off a Numancia player who promptly gives it away. Goronio has it. Over to Sands. Back to Clemente. To Goronio. Wow, they're pressing really hard. All the way back to Valentin. Up to Mianic. Up to Puato, who got between the defenders, takes a shot. Oh, another highlight. It was a nice save by the Numancia keeper. Mianic crosses it in, goes right to Jettel, who gives it away. Goronio sends it to Sands. Over to Yardi. Up to Puato. Back to Sands. Out to Oklas, all alone on the left. Holds it up, crosses it in. Ruiz is there, drops it off to Karamoko, who gets the rebound and scores. Okay, we're going to make a couple of changes now. Clemente is going to come off. Roshi's going to come on. Robles is going to come off. And Goronio, I got to leave Robles on. That's, you know what, we're going to get Sands off and bring on Powell. I could have sworn Shibakaze was out. No, he's probably healthy. Do I bring him in for Yardi? Do I bring Powell in for Yardi? Powell's already on. We need to get Mianic off. Bring on Shibakaze. We're going to make him a roaming playmaker. Keep Powell as a deep line playmaker. I wouldn't do this if we weren't up by so much. Sands. Out to Oklas. This was nice. He crosses it in. Ruiz misses the header. Karamoko. And the Numancia player there made a really nice save, but it went right back to Karamoko, who scored his sixth goal of the season. It's 50,000 euros a goal. To be fair, he's had a solid season. I just, panic buy. It happens. I'm going to come off the attacking and go to balanced. Shibakaze in the box. Centers it. Yardi scores. 5-0. Oh, directed blower should move the... Well, no, I think we're fine. Vicano is up on Tenerife. And the neighborhood dogs are barking. Bring the league table in. Vallecano can't catch us. We're going to La Liga. This is way ahead of schedule. Powell to Rochi to Oklas. Over to Yardi. To Shibakaze. To Powell. I don't have time wasting on, but we're wasting time. Puato to Shibakaze. Up to Puato. And Sanchez, a nice save. Ball goes to Garonio. Robles sends it in. Yardi's there. And he gets a hat trick. That was nice. Nice delivery by Robles, too. Curling ball. Yardi's there. It's the first time in a long time that hasn't been called off sides. Carlos is having a horror show of a game. Carlos is having a horror show of a game. 2 minutes of added time. 6-0. We beat Numancia. Passionate. Thoroughly professional job. Well done. And we got promoted. Final day promotion. Okay, you know what? This is what I need to do here. Okay. Final day promotion. Cadiz win La Liga 2. Elche secure playoff spot. We've been promoted. A couple years ahead of schedule. Post-match press conference. You know what? We'll go through this real quick. Everything will come down next season. Something to look forward to. Still impressed with them. Wonderful feeling. Definitely helped. Give them the day off. Good feeling. Everything comes together. Initial budgets. $9.38 million. The problem is, Yardi was classy. The problem is, okay, the problem isn't that Yardi was classy. The problem is, I'm not set up for League One. We don't have the training facilities. We don't have the data analysis facilities. We don't have the youth recruitment. I don't have the scouting range. I mean, I've been scouting Western Europe. I mean, I've got decent worldwide knowledge thanks to some of my coaches and that. I got a ton of players coming up from Croatia and stuff like that in the scouting reports. But, yeah, La Liga 2 in the second division and La Liga 2 youth package. That's what I've been scouting. This off-season just got a lot more interesting. But you know what? We'll get through it. So let's get to the end of the season here. And you know what? We'll be back with that in just a bit. Shouldn't have stopped recording. It's literally 30 seconds later. End of season awards. Mionic, player of the season, which I would agree with. Obeso, signing of the season. Mionic, young player of the season. Play with higher quality players. We just got promoted to La Liga. This is not high quality enough. This is probably the Barrera penalty kick. It is. Okay. Season review. We're supposed to be relegated. Instead, we got automatically promoted. Stadium was 70% full. That's the other thing. We have a minimum seating stadium requirement, which means we're going to need a new stadium. Don't sign players over 30. Play possession soccer. Play high-tempo pressing soccer. Fight bravely against relegation. I can accept that. Dynamics-wise, not bad. Actually, most of these players. My team leaders are going to stay. Calzada's probably going to leave. Barrera's leaving. Sainz will stay. That's team meeting. Okay, what do we plan to achieve for next season? Brilliantly, we all know we're in a tough season ahead. I want you all to know we'll be bringing some new faces to help us fight hard to avoid relegation. And they love it. Season injury report. Yeah, Ramos, damaged cruciate ligament. Yardi, a bunch of niggling injuries. Nine months, 2 months, 2 months. Clemente was out 5 weeks with a hamstring strain. Bandit was out with a hernia. Obesa was out for a while with a hip injury. End season break. July 10th. Training camp destination. Confirm. Okay, so let's take a look at the players here. Turn off the B squad and the under 19s. If we go by appearances, Javi Puado, 44 appearances, 1 off the bench, 22 goals, 8 assists, 2 players of the match, 7.24 rating. Raboui, 43 appearances, 6.92 rating. He had a really good season for us. We wouldn't have gotten promoted if we hadn't had him between the sticks. Calzada would have kept us up, but we wouldn't have been promoted. 45 goals allowed in 41 games, 15 shutouts. Pedro Ruiz, 17 goals, 6 assists, 4 players of the match in 42 games. Yardi, 3 goals, 8 assists, 4 players of the match in 39 games. Sands, 5 assists, 2 players of the match. Robles, again, double-digit assists, 1 goal, 10 assists, 1 player of the match. Clemente, 2 assists, 3 players of the match. Mianic, not a bad season. 8 goals, 4 assists, 5 players of the match. Karamoko, 6-5-1, which is actually not too bad. I don't know that 300,000 euros good, but that's not too bad. And Barrera, who is leaving, 3 goals, 4 assists, 1 player of the match. Joe Powell, 8 goals, 3 assists, 2 players of the match. Good signing, eventually, when he decided to come here. Ekles, 1 goal, 4 assists, 1 player of the match in half a season. Yeah, I can pay that. See if we can't get him back. Sagado, 2 goals, 2 players of the match in 8 games. Release Ramos, my once promising midfielder, who I was going to train to be an advanced midfielder on the right. I think the rest is all window dressing at the moment. We've been promoted, so there's no reason for us to keep on going here. Now I got an off season full of turmoil up in front of me because this is what we're looking at. You know what? This is what I need to do. Oh, Malaga. Oh, good grief. So Malaga is getting relegated, which means they're going to break our affiliate with them. But I might be able to scout them and get some players. SDI bar. It's going to be an interesting offseason, that's for sure. So, you know, I should feel happier about getting promoted. I really should. It's a lot quicker than I wanted it to be, though. Holy smokes. We're going to need 32 points in 38 games. Probably around 35 points in 38 games to not get relegated. We're going to have to really improve the squad. With 9 million euros, it's going to be pretty difficult. I don't know that I'd be upset coming right back down. I mean, I think we'd go right back up again with a couple of changes. But at the same time, I think if we came right back down, I don't know that I'd still be the coach. So we'll have to see. You know, are we going to be... You know, I've never played Lionel Messi. And it doesn't look like I'm going to here because it doesn't look like he's on the squad. unless he's been injured. Lionel Messi, international duty, 35 years old. Yeah, I've never played Lionel Messi in any of my Football Manager games, I believe, from FM17 on. So, it's going to be interesting. That said, we got promoted. I really ought to be happy about that. Yes, dear. The good news is, as I got a George hair in my eye, I haven't even looked at the league rules. I'm going to do that in the offseason. We've got a decent amount of TV money coming in. We've finished in the black this year. I'm going to see if I can't convince the board to spend a little bit of this money, and we will go from there. Hopefully I should be able to get an increase in the coaching staff as well. Looks like I get a technical director. I still don't get a loan manager. What the heck does a technical director do? He manages the analyst, probably. I need to increase the coaches. The B squad needs to be increased. And for some reason, I still can't get a B team. And so as a result, anytime I try and hire somebody for the B squad, they end up on an amateur contract, and all those guys are horrible. I mean, we're talking 2s and 3s as your best attributes, and there's no reason to hire them. So, ground expansion. Yeah, Rubuya set a new shutout record. Okay. Well, before I was interrupted by the wife coming downstairs, asked me what I wanted for dinner, I was talking about getting promoted, and I should be happy about it. This happened with Boston, too. We got promoted really quick. We almost fell back down. It happened really quick with Enfield Town, too, back in the day, and I avoided relegation, barely there, but that's the goal. Avoid relegation, and we can do it. So, we got promoted. Automatic promotion. If you told me that would have happened at the beginning of the season, I would have thought you were nuts and weren't sharing what you were smoking. And, that would have bothered me. Instead, we got automatically promoted, and that bothers me. But, I can't complain. I really can't. The guys did a great job. So that said, if you did like what you've seen and heard, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more content, questions, criticism, comments, leave those down below. I will answer those as fast as I can. My name is FM20, and I thank you for watching.